Coming up, the government shutdown may be over, but families who rely on SNAP are still feeling it. Why benefits are delayed once again. Here's what else is making news in your neighborhood.
An investigation is underway in Robstown after police say a teen was shot over the weekend. I'm Stephanie Molina, and I'll tell you what we know so far and the concerns from neighbors.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Suzanne Stevens. Clara has the night off. We begin tonight with a new industrial growth plan in San Patricio County that's facing criticism from some county commissioners. The plan identifies over 100,000 acres as preferred for heavy industry. It also creates municipal growth areas around cities where residential and commercial development would be protected. But some commissioners argue it amounts to what they call backdoor zoning, which is not permitted in Texas counties.
You know, I think it's a good idea to have cities have input on what they want outside their cities, and it's a great idea. But to put it down in a plan and where you attach abatements to it is wrong.
Again,
supporters of the plan say it's a legal tool to manage growth and protect quality of life. The Commissioners' Court took no action on the plan today, but discussions are expected to continue at future meetings. Corpus Christi City Council is taking a second look at Inner Harbor desal, and this time they're turning to the runner-up bidder. On Tuesday, Council will consider a motion that would authorize a memorandum of understanding with Corpus Christi desal partners. The group's bid came in second on the project, right behind Kiewit, and now they're in a position to take over the project after City Council voted to end Kiewit's contract. If approved, the MOU will allow the group to prepare a price proposal for design and construction of the plant.
I'm Stephanie Molina, your neighborhood news reporter in Robstown, where police say a 16-year-old was shot over the weekend. I spoke with them about the case and the concerns from neighbors. Over the weekend, Robstown Police Department responded to a shooting at the 700 block of West Avenue C. Chief of Police Mike Tamez tells me a 16-year-old male teen was shot by another 17-year-old male after having a disagreement over owing someone money.
It just turned out both of them had weapons. They both started shooting at each other.
I spoke to neighbors to see how they feel about the crime in the area. Some told me off camera they feel fine with the way things are. But for Jeanette Ruiz, who grew up in Robstown, describes feeling 80% safe. She did not know about the shooting over the weekend.
It's unfortunate. Weapons, shouldn't be around kids, especially not everyone is mature, emotionally mature.
RPD tell me there were 5 shootings that left victims injured last year and 5 so far this year. But the department says there have been no murder cases in the past 2 years. Chief Tamez says it is not often you see juveniles with weapons like what happened Sunday.
A few months ago, we had a rise in shots fired calls, but not where we actually had victims that had been shot.
They had implemented more patrol back then to keep crime down. However, Chief Tamez says police are limited as to what they can do and enforce.
What could prevent all of this is if we had parents that actually engaged in these kids' lives. Hold the parents responsible. There's no reason a 16-year-old should be out at 2:30 in the morning with a firearm.
Police say currently the 16-year-old is in surgery and the 17-year-old is in Nueces County Sheriff's Office jail with the charge of aggravated assault with deadly weapon.
This is the consequence of allowing your kids to get out and just do whatever they want.
Chief Tamez says they plan to have more officers out patrolling the area during the weekends. In Robstown, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Stephanie Molina, Chris 6 News.
If you ride RTA, listen up. The price just went up from 75 cents to $1. The Corpus Christi Metropolitan Planning Organization voted in favor of the raise today. The increase takes effect in January, along with other changes already approved by the Transit Authority. Transfers, currently free, will now cost $0.25. Monthly passes jump from $30 to $35. The changes come despite a federal equity study that showed the increases could harm the system's most vulnerable riders. 60% of RTA riders earn less than $15,000 a year. It's the first base fare increase in nearly 20 years. Investigators still don't know what started a house fire on the south side that literally rattled a neighborhood. It happened last night on Cornell Drive near Veterans Memorial High School. Fire crews had to deal with flames and explosions. The explosions were caused by propane tanks that were located in the rear of the house. It took firefighters about a half hour to get the flames under control. Now to a lighter look around the region. Check out some of the pictures on our Coastal Bend Weather Watchers page. This photo from Ray Sanchez was taken at Ponish Park on Ocean Drive, right next to A&M Corpus Christi. A beautiful view and a great way to start the week. If you'd like to see more pictures like this, you can submit your own too. Join us. Just scan the QR code on your screen or search Coastal Bend Weather Watchers on Facebook. Hard to take a bad picture outside today. A beautiful start to the week, but will it stay that way? Meteorologist Stephanie Laubert joins us now with more. Steph, how's it looking for the week?
You know, not bad, because we have rain at the end of this rainbow, metaphorically, right? Clouds gave a lot of clues today. You may have noticed more of them. SLCs, maybe some scary looking clouds. Looks like it wanted to rain, but did we actually get anything from it? Chances are most of us did not. But here's a look outside where we still have some sunshine and what is about to be a very golden hour here. Something to look for too, since we've had more clouds, that rosy hue at the bottom of the clouds. I think it's going to make for a nice sunset this evening, just about a half hour away. Temperatures are feeling good. We're in the lower 80s for many neighborhoods along the coast. We're already in those upper 70s, and a breeze has picked up this afternoon. We are sustained around 15 to 20 miles per hour, so some signs that things are happening upstairs in the atmosphere. Could we get some rain in the forecast and a cool down? Yes, it is going to be a cold front that brings changes to the coastal bend. A look at the lower 48 shows that we're pretty much the only ones who are not getting in on that fall weather. So I'll tell you what the rest of the week holds ahead, how much rain we're expecting, and if there will be any fall weather ahead.
President Trump does an about-face on the Jeffrey Epstein files. Now he's calling on Republicans to vote to release the documents. In a sharp turn, Trump took to social media saying House Republicans should vote to release the files because there's nothing to hide. Last week, the president directed the Justice Department to investigate Epstein's relationship with notable Democrats, including former President Bill Clinton. House Speaker Mike Johnson says he'd bring the issue to vote this week. The government may be open, but the aftershocks of the 43-day shutdown are still rippling through communities. Millions of Americans expected their SNAP benefits to resume today, but instead they were told they needed to reapply. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says it's in part to prevent fraud and to filter out the thousands of deceased individuals who are receiving SNAP benefits. While SNAP recipients face an uphill battle, airports nationwide are taking flight and resuming normal schedules today. The FAA says it's lifting flight restrictions on 40 major airports that were impacted during the shutdown, and just in the nick of time. According to TSA data, Thanksgiving weekend is the busiest travel period of the year. Experts say passengers should still check for delays and cancellations, but for more typical reasons like the weather. Coming up tonight, looking for a free Thanksgiving turkey? You're not the only one. Where to snag yours when we come back.
You're watching KRIS 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Two local restaurants on the city's west side are teaming up to keep bellies full this Thanksgiving. El Vego Burger and Smack Eats are preparing to hand out around 500 full holiday plates, all for free. The owners say they know how hard this time of the year can be for many families, and they just want to spread cheer during the holidays.
I know it's just a meal, but to somebody's family, it could be like, the best thing about their week.
The Thanksgiving giveaway will be held November 24th at El Vego Burger and Barbecue, and they're expecting a big turnout. The owners say anyone in need is welcome to stop by and pick up a plate. Meanwhile, Ocean Drive was lined with cars this morning for another giveaway that always draws a crowd.
Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving.
The Thomas J. Henry Turkey Giveaway backed up traffic along the bay this morning. The law firm gives away vouchers good for one turkey at HEB.
We appreciate your patience. We're doing our best, to get y'all in and out. I know people have, work, school to get to. So we're doing our best. We just appreciate the community and their patience with us and, just showing up to, help support this cause.
About 1,000 vouchers were distributed today. If you're interested, they'll be doing this through Thursday at the Thomas J. Henry Center for Philanthropy on Ocean Drive and Buford. Cars start lining up at 10 a.m. We may be talking turkey, but the Christmas push is on. And while merry and bright are all the rage, Christmas lights can take a toll on your electricity bill. Consumer reporter Taylor Nemo has tips to keep your decorating costs down and your energy bill even lower.
Target's Seth Horvath walked us through the store, pointing out some of the biggest savings on the shelves.
Yeah, let's walk back there. I want to show you some of the great deals that we have. Right now, all of our Christmas lights are 40% off. That is one of the best deals you'll have all year. The Wondershot brand is one of the most popular brands, and we have everything from LED to a more conventional warm light.
According to Ohio's Consumer Council, holiday months can push utility bills higher, with increased heating use, ovens and stoves working overtime, and all those holiday light displays.
If you want to light up your home with a holiday display without sacrificing your budget, here are some things you can do to keep your energy bill low.
Switch to LED bulbs over incandescent. It can cut the cost to power those lights by more than 80%. Duke Energy's holiday lighting calculator shows this. For C9 bulbs used 6 hours a day, you can save more than $40 per month by using the LED bulb. Use smart plugs or timers. Set your lights to only turn on during peak viewing hours. Go for fewer, bigger decorations. Larger statement pieces can create a big visual impact with fewer lights overall.
We can get carried away in this holiday season.
Shopping expert Michelle Maddox says there are plenty of ways to make your home look festive without spending much at all.
There's lots of things in nature. You can grab pine cones and greenery and make your own.
Mixing in non-electric decor like garlands, ribbons, and bows can add big impact with zero energy use. That way, you don't waste your money.
Now, before you sprint out the door for those holiday lights, let's take a look at our roadways. We go to Stephanie Lauber now with a look at your traffic.
All right, 'tis the season. We're looking for a little stop and go here in SPID, and we might be getting a little bit more than we bargained for, but at least traffic is moving in both directions, so not too bad this evening. A bit of a breeze out there, so if you're fighting the steering wheel, you can blame the weather. I'll give you permission. Let's look at those maps now and show you what's going on. We're not doing too bad on 37 as you approach that crosstown interchange to Bridge, whichever way you're heading home that way. The usual stop and go, nothing out of the ordinary. Now, despite all of those cars we just showed you on SPID, we're not doing too bad at the crosstown SPID interchange. We're hitting the brakes a little bit, but generally we are moving smoothly along SPID proper. Saratoga has the usual stop and go areas and even our typical culprit on Staples this afternoon. Not doing too bad. We are sluggish between SPID and Saratoga, so expect delays there. As you head out, make sure you stay safe and drive safe. I've got your forecast right after this. All right, happy Monday. It is the little things, and we are having a little show here from the CCAC camera out at Snoopy's. The birds are looking for some dinner. Maybe you are too. But some of us are also looking for a hint of fall because this weather is not it. So if you are one of those folks, hopefully in the next 3.5 minutes, we will find some for you. But let's start off with this windy situation. This kind of came about in the last few hours. Starting to be a little breezy out there. I wouldn't quite call it disrespectful winds, but some of these gusts have been. We've seen gusts to 30 miles per hour at CCIA, over in Portland, Orange Grove, just shy of that in Kingsville at 29 miles per hour. And this is going to help to continue to set up our weather maker at the end of the week. We're looking for some rain in the forecast, and we know the main ingredient for that is water. It does feel humid out there, but we need to do a little better. Dew points have been on the rise, though, and it's been a real sluggish incremental change over the weekend, but we're starting to finally make some progress here. These numbers starting to jump up a bit more, especially in our southern neighborhoods and more those inland neighborhoods that have been quite dry. That strong wind finally starting to carry it in y'all's way, and the dew point temperatures reflect that. This is a really good measure to help us understand how much water is in the air around us. And so when we have those dew points in the 70s, we tend to complain about it, especially in the summer. But at this point, we're going to celebrate it because this is exactly what we were expecting. It's coming to fruition, which makes us feel more confident about that rain forecast toward the end of the week. So good news ahead. We're looking at temperatures that are starting to feel less like fall out this way. Today, making it to those upper 80s in Corpus Christi was kind of disrespectful. And yeah, there was a breeze to help us out that wasn't so disrespectful. disrespectful, but overall, this is not fall in the coastal bend. We've been on this warm stretch for a couple of days. Finally, it looks like we're going to break this, but we're going to need that cold front to get here first. And that alone is kind of a big ask at this point in the week. But give it a little time and it will be much easier to see how much of a drop we'll be expecting. Until then, we can expect the warm temperatures. We're just shy of 90 degrees in George West, 85 in San Diego, 89 in Freer, 88 in Hebbronville. Meanwhile, on the coast, about 10 degrees cooler, but that humidity is almost leveling the playing field, making it feel about 5 degrees warmer depending on where you are. So, with all the water in the air and the cool down we're expecting now that the sun is saying good night, we are going to see more of that fog tomorrow morning. This has generally been the most problematic for drivers right before dawn. So if you have an early start, say around 5, 6 in the morning, you're probably going to be contending with this fog in a lot of the more rural areas. When you have those stretches of grass and fields, that's where you're more likely to find some of this fog. So please give yourself some extra time for the morning. As soon as that sun comes back up over the horizon, should clear a lot of that out. But we'll continue to see more and more of that water hanging out in the air around us. Very humid conditions expected throughout the week. And then here's our dip. What could that be? Yes, that is a cold front that we're expecting. Notice it's not a particularly strong cold front because it's not taking us right down to those dry dew points, but that could change here as we head through the next couple of days. Let me show you where that front is right now. It looks so promising hanging out in the panhandle, but this is not the front we are looking for. That guy is going to kind of lose its oomph and need help from upstairs to come back through. That's why we're not going to see this front, which is so near yet so far, make it here until about Friday. That is the current ETA for that. And with it, it is going to bring some cooler air that's out in the Four Corners and the Rockies with it, so there will be a cool down. It looks like we actually have some pretty good rain chances, multiple days to pick up on scattered showers, and it looks like anywhere from Thursday into the weekend could be the best bet for that. So I'll be keeping my eyes on it because it has been a while. In case you didn't see this on my social media earlier in the week, it's been a while since we've had decent rainfall in Corpus Christi, and I think this could really help us out, especially since this is the dry season. It's a little unexpected, right? But we'll see how it comes together. For now, just expect some scattered showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder into the end of the week.
Stephanie, thank you. A quick programming note for tomorrow. KZTV 10 will be temporarily off the air around 10 a.m. for those of you who watch with an antenna. It's so our crews can work on the broadcast tower. It will be back up and running as soon as it can be. Cable, satellite, and other services will not be affected, and we do apologize for any inconvenience. Once you learn to ride a bike, you'll never forget. Coming up, find out why London students got some brand new wheels to start the week. Welcome back. Kindergarten students at London Primary School are going places, and now they'll get there quicker with their brand new bikes. There they are. The school received 24 bicycles and helmets for its Learn to Ride program, a grant funded by the HDR Foundation and the All Kids Bike nonprofit. The grant also includes teacher training and certification, plus an 8-week course that teaches kids how to ride a bike safely.
Right now in today's society, there's such a focus and emphasis on technology that being able to have students actually get their hands on bikes and being able to be physically fit and physically active, and right here giving them the tools just to have the basics. It's going to be a great program.
Now, the kids don't get to keep the bikes. London Primary School will use them to teach future kindergartners all about bike safety. If you're dreaming of snow this Christmas in South Texas, good luck. But the Hilliard Center is giving you the next best option. The 8th annual Coastal Christmas begins November 30th, and the ice rink will be open on select dates through December 23rd. Admission costs $8 if you have skates, $12 if you don't. For a full list of dates and times, you can visit our website at christv.com. From skating on ice to driving on our roadways, there's plenty of busy people out and about as the holidays approach. Stick around. We've got a look at your 7-day forecast when we come back.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Well, it's Monday, and that means we have a whole week of weather to deal with, so she's coming in early to tell us all about it. What do you see so far in our future?
I see a lot of weather chisme going on because we've got some rain in the forecast. There's a lot of talk on social media about Thanksgiving being this super cold event. And we were just talking about it. It's a little early. It's,
yeah, she can't tell me till Thursday, which I really
ask me
want.
Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Good idea. But you're probably making plans. This is what you need to know up front. We're talking about rain this week, and this is the rainfall estimate over the next 7 days. So this shows rain for everybody in the coastal bend. This is subject to change, but I want to show you the better part about this. So of course we like rain here locally, but look at this. The hill country is going to be getting a decent drink of rain, it looks like, and that includes at least half of our watershed, which is where we really need this to start making some progress. So some good news overall, but if you're looking for the fall weather, again, like I told Suzanne, ask me Wednesday, okay? We're hoping that this cold front that comes through at the end of the week might get a little extra help from upstairs in the atmosphere sometime this weekend. So yeah, we feel good about the rain, but as far as a huge cool down,
how cold are we talking if we're talking cold?
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather. We'll see you at 6. Have a good night.
Bye.